be a player, especially now they have the energy jungler, gonna be able to feed a hyper cast blue, and Reginald enjoys that lane immensely. We'll have to see what EHOME is going to counter mid against. And right now they do not have that pick, and it looks like it's going to be Ahri. However, we have heard nuances of AD Ahri around, but the Corki on the pick, so that will not be the case. And PD looking to grab an AP here. Yeah, maybe for top.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what they might run. I've even seen like Corki top as a thing, so you never know. Cho'Gath, I think this is one of the first times we've seen him in this tournament. But a great top laner. And the thing is, he's going to get counterpicked, right? They have that top pick as the last one available for solo mid. So, you know, they're picking just one of the safest top lanes. Now, Kennen is still here, though. I'm surprised they actually didn't grab that earlier, but Kennen is an available choice here. Maybe not the hardest counter to Cho'Gath, but certainly a very strong champion. But the one thing I really like about solo mid is they're picking like they're almost safest champions. They're picking a lineup that you should be like, oh, what champions does KX like playing? Misfortune. What does Reginald like playing? Cassiopeia. What does Diablo like playing? Lee Sin. And so they've been playing, oh, nice. And they're going to give the Rain Man Tryndamere. And I like that a lot, because Trynd's going to get scary, and Cho cannot bully Trynd out of lane.
No.
This is a really good choice.
Cho to build a lot of defense.
Yeah, and yeah, you can jump on him and do a lot of damage there. You can spinning slash to dodge rupture, etc. I really like this choice from TSM. From champions like right now, I'm handing it to TSM. Like, I really like this lineup here from TSM.
I can see where EHOME is going with this. It seems like there's a lot of focus coming off Crescendo for their fights to happen. Crescendo into Cho'Gath Scream, silencing everybody on the team is going to be a really good initiation for them. But the movement, the speed, Lee Sin shield, double shield from both Janna and Lee Sin, Rain Man on Tryndamere, that is a scary team in a team fight.
Yeah, and the Rain Man actually is going Exhaust Ignite for his summoner spell, so he's all about dealing tons of damage to everything.
Tons of damage, indeed.
I had to put it out there. It was just calling for me that time.
And it's actually going to be really good to watch him, because usually with that setup, he will be safe. He will be mocking shout, get as many attacks in as he can. If he feels safe, he'll do the spinning slash, but that's going to be his escape from now on, since he really doesn't have one. So if you want to really watch the positioning of how to play those summoner spells on Tryndamere, it'll be a good one to watch the Rain Man on this one.
Yeah, and the cool thing with Exhaust as well is you can always use it as a defense tool as well if you get jumped on. And the thing is, the jungler is Shyvana, and Shyvana doesn't have any really good CC. Now, she brought Exhaust as well, so you can kind of have Shyvana Exhaust leading into Cho'Gath Rupture, and you're not going to be able to dodge that without spinning slash in those cases, but you can exhaust Shyvana, exhaust the Cho'Gath, run away from that point, and you'll be in a little bit better shape there. So I think that he's going to have a decent time running away. But guys, enough of the theory crafting. Of course, we're going to be going into the game very soon. Let's have a little opening ceremony. Let's have you guys applaud for these teams, EHOME and Solo Mid, and we'll be right back. Let's hear some applause, guys. All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We're here following Max and TS as they're coming out of their base. It's Corki and Ahri, and they're actually just barreling over towards the enemy red. Solo Mid actually rushing for the enemy red themselves. So double invasion kind of happening here, and neither team can see what's going on there. Neither team actually knows what's going on. Going to scout the brush with the Cassiopeia Q right there. But you can see an early ward dropped out by Janna. That's special for Team Solo Mid. So they're going to see a little bit of that towards Wraiths. And they're camping by Dragon. Now, Dragon spawns at, I think it's 230s. They're not going to really camp for it right away. But they've already invaded. EHOME has already invaded all the way up to the double golems. And this could be pretty good for them. I mean, they could get quite a lot of little power there. Both the teams actually making the same choices. So at least, you know, great minds think alike. But I'm not going to have too much happen just yet.
Wow. Yeah, totally mirroring each other here. Looks like there's going to be a steal. No, TSM moving in a little bit more. And wow. They're
really mirroring each other.
They are doing the exact same thing on opposite sides of the map.
And let's see, they're going to move on, and they're now both sides are by Wraiths. And let's see what they can do. Odd One is going to be the one. Looks like he's going to be tanking up the Wraiths. Of course, EHOME can do the same thing here. They're leaving. They've been clairvoyants. They're actually going to give up Wraiths there. That's really cute, actually, because they already had them warded, and they clairvoyance to scare them. Especially actually drop the clairvoyance to say, hey, we want you to know that we know you're there, so you leave us alone. And that was actually an incredibly clever move there. I like that a lot. But Air, in a little bit of a scary spot. He's going to ward the brush, but the thing is, they know he's there, and Rain Man, I guess he's got no support there. He could have maybe gone for some damage, but he's going to hold on to that one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like too much going on there as she is coming back around maybe to get some damage. Nope. Looks like they're just going to pass off on that one. Mid begins itself up and looks like Trinamere making his way towards top. Rain Man there a little late, may hurt him, but he should be able to get himself back into lane with that sustain.
Yeah, he should be all right. He's going to miss, looks like 2 melee minions, and otherwise going to be all right. Lee Sin did already steal EHOME's red. Sona not even into the lane at bot yet, so that could always translate to some pain for Corki without your support there. He actually has chucked 1 healing potion so far. And actually had to learn Valkyrie first as well, so he's actually not been in great shape. Especially really playing aggressive here, using that shield to go in and poke for some damage.
Yeah, holding off on that skill. You said he got Valkyrie. Sona was not down there yet to help him, and he wanted to be able to dodge that damage.
Shyvana fighting Lee Sin up actually in the jungle. Looks like Shyvana going to be the one to be scared here. Already coming up though, so actually EHOME looking pretty happy here. Reginald actually already recalled once, picked up 2 wards. There's a clairvoyance. They do see Shyvana, Lee Sin waiting in the brush still. Reginald coming over. He's been revealed by the ward as well, so everyone kind of knows what's going on, but they've found Imba. Oh, Charm was so close there.
Going back in, he does have a little bit of poison on. He's going to be able to go for those twin fangs. Good damage onto Max. It's definitely not going to be a kill, but he will be able to control his lane a little bit better. No, popping the potion. That will bring Max back to full health. 200 over 20 seconds. A good push bottom lane so far. They do have him against their turret, but they're both trading damage and popping pots back and forth. The big minion wave here for TSM, and they are going to push this right into the turret.
And this is going to look pretty good for TSM. They're going to actually push them, like you said, into the turret. They're going to hope to deny these minion kills. See if they can do much about this.
Looks like PD could be focused top here. The odd one getting ready for a gank. He does have that red buff. He's going to be able to slow him. PD can make it out of this quite easily with a rupture if he hits it right. And it looks like they won't go for the focus. He's just backing right there. And they said, you know, we're just going to waste our cooldowns. I could go into the jungle and get a little bit more experience, and that would work. Reginald looking to see if the Wraiths will be ready yet. And no, Shyvana going to the left, not the Wraith. So a good ward there. They will be able to focus that down the next time Wraiths come.
I think we're going to see just Cassiopeia going to be farming up, getting himself some gold. They've actually warded that Wraith camp, so he can always see when they respawn. You can go for the gold there. See Max coming by. He's been spotted. Actually, pink wards it to get rid of that ward. Just that's definitely being pretty studious, knowing what these teams like to do, where their wards go down. It was actually pinged a little while ago. Kek's taking a lot of damage actually from Corki now, and the lack of sustain in that lane is starting to hurt him a little bit. He's got the Janna, but he's out of health potions now, and TS and Air look like they're going to be pretty happy to keep pushing in on this.
Wow, TS getting as many shots down onto KX as he can. The shield just not helping too much. He is stopping a little bit of damage, as we see on the minimap here. Blue is being grabbed by Cassiopeia. Jumping back down bottom. The aggression on the Valkyrie into the left, though. Very nice Valkyrie by TS, dodging the range of the turret, but getting in range for another shot to keep poking at Janna.
Yep, 956 is going to be the respawn there on the Golem buff, so we can maybe see if that's going to get timed out. And pressure right away onto his special, getting very, very low. Lee Sin shield might be able to block the damage. No! Picked up. Has been traded back, and Lee Sin going to for sure make them get that kill back. So Lee Sin and Misfortune teaming up to grab a kill. First blood to Corki's not bad, but ultimately the gold quite the advantage for solo mid now.
Very nice job there as we look up top. PD doing a very good job of pushing back the Rain Man here. I don't think Rain Man is focusing on too much damage, though. He's just looking for the farm and kind of letting him take it. Lee Sin still hurt bottom, finally backing there. The odd one was very low after that situation, but they had a good pull off of that one. 2-1 here, 6 minutes into the game. Dragon is up. No wards on it yet, so we're not going to see too much focus. A little bit of Imba heading in towards Reginald here, and you'll see this quite often now where mid lane continues to take Wraiths, helps them out with a little bit of gold and their CS score.
Yeah, Reginald going to get lots and lots of gold because of this. You usually see the Trinamere winning in minions at top lane as well, so solo mid is happily, you know, trolling along with about 1,000 gold advantage so far, despite only the 1 kill. Kills are not worth 1,000 gold by themselves, so they're really just out in
exhaust
right
down
now.
onto PD top lane. He is forced to flash. Mocking shout, I do not believe has come out yet. No, he may have turned into it, and he will be able to get out of that one. He did expend flash, though. That's going to be about 3 minutes down, where Odd One can come back to that lane. I believe they still have another exhaust, and they're going to be able to take him down if they want to. Wait, he did not go back, and we can see the Odd One already coming back in for this gank. No, it looks like PD playing a little bit safer. He does have a ward down there now, and it looks like Odd One returns to his jungle. Good pressure here in mid by Cass.
Yeah, Cho does have a ward down in the river. Now, Odd One had actually used his exhaust earlier in the gank at bottom, so that won't quite be up for a gank at top right away, but you never know how that's going to manifest later on. He's still camping around at the top lane, actually. You can see on the mini-map down there. But he does want to be near this Cho guy, but he's going to give it up for now. We'll see how that manifests later. The enemy red, or the EHOME red should be respawning very soon. And Solomid had grabbed that before. And so, you know, that counter jungle worked at level 1. We're going to see if he goes for it again. It's now respawned. And we'll see if they do anything with that.
Looks like our CS around the map. We are 7 minutes into the game. You can about have 108 to 115 CS towards 10 minutes of the game, but a little bit of action down low. Looks like Air taking a lot of damage on Sony here. Slowed the shield onto KX, allowing him to do more damage, and that healing reduction coming down a little too slow. They weren't able to fully take him out. No flashes or summoners used on that one, I do not believe. Oh no, it looks like Sona did have to use exhaust to get out of that one.
Yeah, that is like the summoner spell choice, but otherwise, yeah, they're you know, more or less surviving this lane. Look at the minion farm, and it's 49 for Misfortune, 36 for Corky though. So the gold advantage, and of course plus that kill a little while ago, pretty good for solo mid. They're winning in pretty much all of their lanes. You can kind of look at the comparisons. 57 on Tryndamere versus 32 on Shogath, pretty harsh. 63 on Cassiopeia versus 42 on Ari. I mean, they're really winning each one of their lanes individually. Solo mid looking very strong right now.
Rain Man still just tussling it out with PD top. They're really not giving each other too much trouble, and we do see movement from PD here. He is going down, maybe just a ward. Yeah, just a ward. I thought he may be going down across the jungle. We have a little bit of an invasion here. Imba sees the odd one in his jungle. Looks like he leaves the small lizards and steals red. So there's our real first denial of resource in the jungle there. Great job by Odd One, knowing the times, getting the wards down. Looks like everybody now returning to lane. A little bit of help from KX and Special on that, making sure he gets out safe. Shyvana returning to the top jungle. And PD and Rain Man still just duking it out top. A very slow game so far. 8 minutes and 50 seconds in.
Yeah, Rayman is getting pushed to his turret repeatedly, and PD's not really getting punished for it. You know, we did see Lee Sin show up once. They did burn his flash, but now that his flash is honestly, you know, only a minute and a half left on the cooldown, maybe he's going to show back up. I mean, it's in enough time, certainly, if he does, you know, get into the next wave.
Oh, Air going down bottom. The MF ulti coming out. They do have the exhaust onto TS. Wow, very nice job there to get that down and just throw out the MF ulti.
And nice
another
job
kill
there.
coming up for KX. Not someone you want to get fed early. The AD carry, especially MF, very powerful. That movement speed, along with Janna, synergizes very well. TS is kind of forced to his turret without much mana, but we're going to have a little bit of help from Imba here. We do also see the Odd One top kind of posing for a gank, but nothing going to happen there. And it looks like Imba just kind of roaming back and forth. They're kind of saying, yes, this would be good to come in, but it's not going to be too good because we won't be able to get the kill on this. But Ari will also a focus freak. It looks like we're going to have a 3-4v2 bot.
Yeah, she's actually going to move on in. Shyvana's already there. They've used pink wards. Shyvana's been spotted now. You can see TSM start to run away. Now, can they interrupt this? There's the dragon who's coming off right there onto KX. Exhaust does go on, and they're all just going for this damage output right now. And KX not in happy place. Max going in for the pain. Oh, the summoner heal used, but not going to be enough. The big one does come out. Janna trying to recall in the brush.
She makes it.
And she's going to make it up, but they're going to go for the turret pressure. I like this a lot. They're going to go ahead and actually, yeah, they got 4 of them strong just going for this turret. They'll pick that one up, and they might get a turret, or after the turret, they might go for the dragon right afterwards.
Yeah, it would be a very smart move. That 150 gold globally plus the 190 from Dragon definitely will give them a nice upper hand in this match. We can see Odd One grabbing out his blue right now. Has a little bit of red left on him. They will not challenge this. They're going to go ahead and give that to Reginald so he can be hyper-aggressive in middle, the style he likes the best. And we are going to see back to top lane, just hanging out, farming away still. These guys really are not putting too much pressure on each other. We did see the gank from the Odd One, but after that, they're kind of like, you know, he's got a lot of ways to get out of this. He can silence us. He can just rupture us. His flash is probably back up. And Shogath is just somebody that's really hard to kill and innately tanky, so not going to be able to do much there. You can see the focus has been more towards bottom lane and middle lane with Reginald at this point.
Yeah, but he's just been farming really, really hard. 103 minions, first player in the game to break 100, and he's up by 20 on everyone else. 3 Dorans and just relying on blue buff for the rest of it. Here comes Ari, immediately bursting on Odd One coming by. There's the W, and then the burst coming onto his face. Exhaust even used just to make sure it happened. Reginald picking up another kill there. 4-2, the advantage for Team Solo Mid. We're going to see if they pressure for Dragon for this, or if they go for a turret or what, but maybe they just say, okay, we'll take the turret, and that's it. We're just going to recall actually and buy items. We're going to look at the gold. Where's your have nice money? 1,500, yeah, almost enough for a needlessly large rod. Instead just says, yeah, I'm going to grab Spell Vamp, that's it.
Let's see, bot lane's returning. Tryndamere heading down. It looks, I don't know, maybe they will be going for the Dragon soon here. There's a lot of wards on Dragon right now. We got some visions, we got some sight wards. There's another one inside. However, I think the cut they put that in right here on the Dragon can't be seen by this vision ward, so I don't think they're going to be able to take that out. Very nice placement there.
Yeah, and we'll see if Special runs forward. Looks like, nope, doesn't know the ward's there, so they're going for the pressure on this Dragon right now and just tanking it. The team is moving over, but so is Shyvana, so this could get pretty scary for Solo Mid if they don't kill it in time. Special did take quite a bit of damage there, but he should be safe otherwise. The odd one taking that slow. Air coming in from the side, wants to slow Chaos, will do that. Will they pick anything up? No, it's going to get grabbed for the odd one. They're going to run out as fast as possible. Air lands Crescendo, Chaos getting caught right there. John Ol goes off. Looks like he'll be safe, but is Corki pretty scary right now, and actually there's Cassiopeia. I think she just burned Flash.
Oh, yeah, man.
Was very afraid, did flash away, I believe, from Max. But the Rain Man actually still shoving top. So Solo Mid basically let their solo top keep farming. They grab Dragon, and yeah, they burn some summoners, but ultimately they just grabbed a big advantage for themselves. Now they're up 3,000 gold.
Yeah, doing a really great job. Looks like Tryndamere kind of having his way with top here, doing what he can. And Rain Man may be able to get some good damage on this turret. Nope, Cho'Gath right on the other side. PD's going to say step back.